The players are about to come back. The faculty is about to come back. The coaches are all back. And Brett Macy is back as athletic director at May River High School. We're going to talk a little bit about the fall sports season for all the sports at May River. Coach, this is the 7th year now for May River Athletics. It seems like yesterday when you guys christened all the new buildings.
It does. Time flies when you're having fun and busy. And we've been doing both. So, yes, in year 7 at May River.
How about that? Everybody is going to be thinking football. We'll talk with Coach a little later on in the fall once he gets a feel for what he's got. But is everybody out there excited for another great run? You guys have built quite a program there.
Yep, obviously they've done a great job and building on toughness and running the football. And, they've been out there all summer, getting acclimated to heat and doing those things and lifting and preparing them for open season, which is started on Friday. So they've got 3 practices of no pads, and then they get ready to put the pads on and start scrimmaging on Thursday this week already. So, they'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to go.
Truly amazing. To talk about some of the other fall sports, what are we looking forward to as you guys continue to develop the program there?
Well, I think 2 big ones. Our senior swimmer, Shelby Gorley, she won a state championship as an individual last season. She'll be looking to defend in that state championship this year. And then also our girls golf program. Our girls golf program hasn't lost a region match in probably 3 or 4 years. They've won back-to-back state championships, and they've competed at the national level at Pinecrest the last 2 summers. So that's been a pretty awesome accomplishment. And so they're looking to do the old three-peat this year. So those 2 are big stories in the fall. And then like another big story is, boys volleyball is starting in South Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
It's now a sanctioned sport. They're not going to have a state championship this year, but it is a sanctioned sport. We're looking to start it, as is Bluffton, Hilton Head, and Beaufort within our area. So that's exciting. I played boys volleyball in high school growing up. So it should be fun. It's a new sport for the gentlemen, but volleyball in itself is a good sport. So those are kind of our 3 big storylines going into the fall.
You're going to coach volleyball?
I'm not. They don't allow the athletic directors to coach, as you know, basketball coach. But that's probably a good thing. It's just this job is very time consuming. We have 23 varsity sports at May River High School. Every one the high school league offers, we have out there. So it's very time consuming, and it's kind of fun to watch my kids grow up. My son's a sophomore, my daughter's a 7th grader. So it's kind of fun to watch them go through the program from a bit of a distance. Yeah,
I remember when they were just like tagging along behind you when you were coaching hoops a few years back. You mentioned district. Now, if I'm right, didn't Beaufort move down one this year and actually won't be a district foe once you get into the other sports?
Yeah, they won't be a region foe.
That's correct. I'm sorry, region. Yeah.
Yeah, they moved down to 3A. So we basically just lost Beaufort in the 4A region. So it's us, Bluffton, and Hilton Head, and Colleton, and then James Island and Lucy Beckham. Lucy Beckham is they're going in their 3rd year, the spinoff from Wando High School.
Right.
So that will be our region. Been a very good region, very competitive. I've won a lot. Most of the state championships in 4A have come out of Region 7, which is our region. So it's been good. A lot of competition.
Indeed. Look back for just a moment. You guys have had some great accomplishments. Again, we talk about the great football prowess of May River High. But to talk about some of the things that have happened over 7 years, you guys have come a long way in a fairly short time. Nobody thinks of this as a new school anymore.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I mean, we've had 5 state championships and 30-some region championships in our first 6 years. I go back to the date in 2019. It was in the spring, and our boys soccer program was just coming off a big win against Bishop England. Scored two goals in extra time to beat Bishop England, who had won like 18 state titles in their history. And so we played for the state championship up at Irmo High School against Indian Land, and our boys track team was competing for the state championship at the same time.
Wow.
So it was very stressful. I'm driving up there. I'm trying to get to both events as track was ending. So our principal was at track and soccer was getting ready to start. So I couldn't be at both, which was disappointing. But on that day, we won our first team state championship in boys track. And about 2 hours later, our boys soccer team won the second team state championship in May River history. It all happened about 15 miles apart, about 2 hours difference, but it was a pretty cool day. So athletically, that was probably my favorite day, is being an athletic director. I think one of our better accomplishments at May River is how our student athletes handle themselves in the classroom. The last few years, they've averaged over a 4.0 GPA in the classroom.
That's terrific.
So that's something that not just, our student athletes obviously should be proud of, but our coaches and staff as well at May River.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you in the coming season. We look forward to following you here on WHHI. Thanks for joining us, Brett. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys at WHHI for just always bringing light to local sports, and it's been awesome watching you guys grow as well. So we'll see you out at some games this year.
All right, Brett Macy, athletic director at May River High School. When we come back, some Lowcountry good.